Hi, hope you're all well and you're going to join me for some fitness Pilates today. I'm Gail and I work for 3D Leisure Home. So we're going to work through some core work, some little bit of spine mobility, stretch, and it's going to be half an hour. So hopefully you're joining me today. We're going to start on the mat. So if you haven't got one, grab a mat, grab a little drink, and that's all you need is yourself. So work through the exercises, anything that feels too difficult, I'll give you options to make it easier and also ones to make it harder. So we're going to start just with the feet on the mat, bent legs, hands below the kneecaps, and we want to be breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. So just going to start with a seated kind of cat-cow. So in breath, we're going to lift the chest up, squeeze the shoulders back, so nice long spine. And out breath, we're going to draw the belly button in as you stretch back through the full arm and the chin comes down, so the curved back. In breath, we're going to squeeze. And out breath, we're going to curl. So big in breath, really get that head reaching up to the ceiling. Out breath, stay in now for a couple of breaths here with the chin down. And really focus on allowing your body to get heavy as you pull back through the arms, drawing the belly button down. Sure your chin is down, you feel the stretch right up your spine, right into the neck. Arms coming back up. I'm going to take the arms forward and we're going to do like a curl spine, so C-curl. Out breath, we're just going to come down to halfway, rolling, hips up. In breath, we're going to reach up, nice flat back. Out breath, we're going to take it back, hips up, chin up. In breath, lift, arms up in line with the ears, and out breath we're going to come down and we're just going to hold. So we really want to focus on navel to spine, breathing nice and deep in through the nose and out through the mouth, and if you wish to make this harder, you sink back lower towards the mat. If you wish to make it easier, you come up higher. So find a level that is really working your core, and from there we're going to come all the way down. So give yourself space for the feet to come out straight, the legs and the body. So take a deep breath in, keeping the legs bent, we breathe out, we roll down nice and slow, bone by bone, reach above your head, push the small of the back into the mat. And then next in breath, we're going to reach up to ceiling. And out breath, we're going to roll back down. Taking the legs out now, have a couple of breaths. Toes extended, fingertips stretching, small of the back, pushing down into the mat. And if it's too difficult to come up with the legs straight, you can bend the legs. Next in breath, in through the nose, we're going to reach up and peel ourselves up and flatten that back. And out breath, we're going to roll down. In breath, we're going to reach up, flatten that back, and now we're going to fold forward and get in that nice rounded back and head down. I'm moving my sit bones back one by one, and I can ease myself over here on my fold. Couple of breaths, allowing your body to relax, head hanging, so nice heavy head. And from there we're going to roll back up. So we're just going to take it to one leg bent and one leg straight. And your option to make this exercise easier will just be to have your hands back on the mat. So if the hands are forward and just gently resting, full arm extension, and drop the hands down. From there you want to sink back on drawing in. So we breathe in and we sink back to position of effort. And then I'm going to draw this knee into chest and back out. So I'm going to breathe out and in, breathe out and in. Keeping upper body still and changing legs. Other leg, and we're just going to draw in and out. Breathe out and in, out and in, breathe out and in. Last one, and then bring the body up to your stretch, long back and out breath, dropping back, in breath, reaching up and out breath, down. And then we're going to take the right leg bent, left leg out straight, and we're going to work the straight leg. So we're going to lean back again on your out breath, lift the leg to make this harder, and we've taken the straight leg, breathe out and in, keeping the upper body still. So all of the effort is coming from the core, and your hip will also work hard here. Keep your chin lifted. So we breathe out and in, breathe out and in, holding the straight leg, lift and lower. So breathe out, and I'm only lifting to roughly about knee high. I'm sort of hovering just off the floor, and if this gets too much, then you can go back to just holding with the leg on the floor, higher, easier. So we're still breathing out and in, keeping upper body still, and then have a little rest. Lift on in breath, really squeeze your shoulders back now, and out breath, really stretch through the arms, chin down. In breath, squeeze back, and out breath, roll. So other leg out, nice pointed toe, hands down, slide back on your out breath, lift that leg on in breath, and then out breath, we bring in the knee and back out. So breathe out and in. So keep this tummy extra tight, guys, keep squeezing it. It's not easy, and we want to control and focus on where you're working to draw in the tummy and keep the upper body, the shoulders still. And from there, straight leg, and we breathe out and in. And again, you can rest this leg on the mat if it's too hard. Just make it easier, or have a rest. And have a little squeeze. In breath and out. In breath and out. Couple of breaths here. And we're going to come up. And again, we're going to keep the hands below the knees, lean back into straight arms, and then we're just going to hold on one, and we're going to open up, push right back with the shoulder, out breath, in breath, we are back, out breath, squeeze back, try and open up both the shoulders, opening up your chest. So I'm breathing out and I'm squeezing the belly button in extra tight here. Breathing in, coming back. Breathing out, squeezing. And again, one more each side. Breathing out and breathing in. And breathing out and breathing in. Excellent. Take the legs out, nice and slowly, arms forward, and just hips hinge up and just lower down, bone by bone, nice and slowly, all the way down onto the mat. Stretch. And from here, we're just on out breath, gonna reach up to lift the leg and reach up with the hands. So we breathe out and breathe in and stretch. Breathe out and breathe in. Out breath and in. And to make this a little bit more challenging, you can come right up onto the sit bones and roll back down. So you can either stay grounded, or you can right up onto the sit bones, pause and roll. Breathe out and in. Out breath and in. And last one, out breath and in. I'm going to take the hands down. I'm going to lift the legs. So from here, we're taking the leg down. So in breath, we take the leg down, draw the belly button in, out breath, take the leg back up. So the head is rested. If you wish to make it harder, hands to temples, head lifted. Breathing in and breathing out. Try and get nice straight lines so the leg is directly above your hip. And we're going to do one more, and then we're going to slow this down, counts of 2. So we want the leg to come down 2 and up 2. To make it easier, you can have more of a bent leg. So down 2, in breath and out. Now I'm now starting to add in a little crunch as I bring my leg up. So breathe in and taking down. Breathe out and coming up. Breathe in for 2 and out for 2. So you can have bent legs, you can have the head on the mat for your easiest option. And hold up, squeeze. Slowing it down for 4. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, and squeeze. In, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, and squeeze. So in, 2, 3, you can have this head rested on the mat if you prefer. So in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and hug. Rest your head. Grab your knees and rock side to side. So little circles one way and little circles the other way. And from there, hands underneath the knees, bring yourself up. And then we're going to roll over and we're going to do an elbow plank. So you can have extra padding underneath if you wish. You can grab that just now. You can just double up your mat, just so that your elbows are protected. And then we're going to come down, elbows directly underneath the shoulders. Taking one foot back, then the other into your plank position. And if it's too difficult, take the knees onto the mat, keep drawing up tight core. So just squeezing this belly button extra tight. And if you wish to challenge yourself a little bit more, right forward onto toes and back through heels. Keeping the body in a plank position, head in line with the spine. Keeping bottom down, tummy up, and nice and slowly push in. Get a stretch down the back of the heels, the back of the Achilles as you push back, right down the calf. And then rest. So we're going to work a little bit on the posterior chain to the back. So I'm going to take my two fists on top of one another, just so I have a little bit higher here, and I'm going to put my chin into that little space at the top of my hand. Lengthen the toes, feet hip width apart. And on out breath, we're going to lift one leg, tighten up the glutes, so it's gluteal bracing. And in breath, leg down. We're going to change legs. Out breath, going to lift. In breath, down. So you might have one side tighter than the other. You might be able to lift higher. Just be focused on how high you can lift. Is there a difference between the two sides? Might be tighter on one side than the other. So we're just trying to lift. On out breath, squeezing the glute as you lift. And then I'm going to add 2 legs. So we're going to add on, you're going to breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out and breathe in. One more time, out breath and in. And then I'm going to take my arms forward. I need to slide back a little bit. And I want to think of when you're in the full arm position, like so, that you're underneath the water, so you can't take an in breath. So we come out of the water like a breaststroke. So we take the arms out, the elbows out, and visualize you're on top of the water. You take an in breath and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, squeeze those elbows back, so it's almost like a little breaststroke. Out breath. So push out, in breath and out. In breath and out. In breath. So only lift as high as is comfortable. If you can't lift too high, then just work within your means. Working lower back. And then rest your head on top of your hands. Legs a little bit wider. And just allow the rocking to and from one hip to the other. And ease off this lower back, and then we're going to bend the legs, take the knees a little bit wider, and then pretend you have windscreen wipers for legs, and you're swishing from side to side, taking the legs as low as you feel comfortable. So again, allowing the lower back muscles to ease off from the tension. And take the legs back. So we're going to just roll over onto our side. I'm going to come up onto a side plank. So again, double up your mat if needs be. Make sure your leg is not forward at the bottom, your posture is good, good alignment, always important to have good body alignment. So your hip, your shoulder and your toes are always in line together. If it's too difficult to lift here, we just bend the bottom leg and push up. If it's not too difficult and you can manage to go one foot in front of the other, you can lift here. And if you wish to put one foot on top of another, that's your hardest. So you just hold in this position. And then we breathe in, down, and breathe out, up. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. In breath and out, holding nice and high. If you wish to add in the leg, you breathe out and in. So breathing out, so you can either stay in your static hold, you can be one knee on the mat, one more, lifting, and lower. Take that arm above the head, and out breath and in. Knee can be on the floor to make this a little bit easier. Out breath and in. One more. And rest. So we're going to repeat that on the other side. So I'm just bring my mat over just so that I can have my extra padding. I have a hard floor, so if I don't do this, I hurt my elbows. So again, options. Make sure your bottom's tucked under, whichever one you're doing, you want your two hips to be on top of one another. So if you're in your side plank with the knee on the floor, any one we do can be done with the knee on the floor. From there, I'm going to take it 1 foot in front, then stacked on top. Again, this nice line between the two shoulders, hips directly above one another, and then we breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. In breath and out. And from there, you can lift this leg on out breath on the lift. Hip mustn't drop down. If it does, take that knee onto the floor. One more. Arm above the head, and we bring elbow, knee in and back. So breathe out and in. Breathe out and in. And last one. And rest. Well done. It's quite tough. Coming back, sitting down. I'm just going to lean back on out breath. Hold this nice, tall, chest lifted, chin up, and breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. In breath and out. In and out. In and out. Nice and high on the lift of the arms, keeping the chin up, tummy down, and have a little rest. In breath, lift, and out breath, curl, draw the belly button down, guys. In breath, and out. And from there, we're going to take it into a full arm plank. Again, if you can manage to have both legs onto toes, because we're going to lift one leg behind, just keep one knee on the floor, so that when you do your lifts, if it's too difficult, you do with one leg down, and if it's not, you go straight into this. So we're 2 hands down, stand back into plank, tummy up, head forward, hold this position. Then we're going to lift one leg, push back, push down with the chest, and then we're going to come under. So out breath and in, out breath, and then we're going to come to outside at the elbow next, guys. So breathe out and in. Breathe out slow and in and diagonal. Breathe out and in. Last one. And come back. So I'm going to repeat that on the other side. I'm just going to face forward. So again, make sure you're holding that belly button up tight. Push back, so 1 foot back, then the other. Draw the belly button up, then lift opposite leg, push down the chest, shoulders are level, And then out breath, come under. In breath, push. Out breath. In breath, push. Then outside, elbow to knee to elbow. And squeeze. Out breath. And diagonal next, guys. Breathing out. And in. And out breath. And in. And bring the knees down. Sit back. Hands forward. Head on the mat. If you need to put a cushion between your bottom and your heels to make it more comfortable, you can. Breathing in. Drawing the elbows into centre, off the mat. Fingertips lengthened. Reaching forward. Slowly breathing down. Chest expands on your in-breath. And we get heavier on the out-breath as we breathe out. In-breath through the nose. And out-breath through the mouth. Okay. And from there, we're going to come back lying down. So we're going to sit back and nice and slowly roll down on your out breath. Roll nice and slowly down. Give it a little stretch. And then we're going to take one leg up. So you can have a bent leg on the mat if you wish. So we're going to use this leg to kind of climb up it. So we're going to breathe out and we're going to reach up 3 counts. In breath, we're going to come down that leg 3. So breathe out, out and reach. And breathe in and down. Breathe out, out, reach up. And breathe in. So reaching nice and high, breathing out, out, squeeze the stomach, lift the chest. In breath, we climb down. Out breath, squeeze it, and in breath, down. So we're going to take that leg, draw the leg back to stretch. Out breath, draw the leg back. You can have straight leg on the mat if you prefer. And from here, we're going to bring ourselves up and we're going to reach back with this leg, trying to lift back towards the chest. And then nice and slowly take yourself back down, slow it down, slow, slow. Try and control the downward roll. And then we're going to change legs. So the other leg is up directly above your hip. And then we breathe out and we climb. Breathe out, out and really reach. In breath, in breath, in. Breathe out, out, squeeze the abs. Breathe in. Now this leg will come in handy, guys. Breathing in. Breathing out. In. We go one more time. So breathing out, out. Really reach up. And breathe in. Draw this leg back. Keep your bottom down. Get the stretch right up into the hamstring. Out breath, we draw back. And then we try and come up onto the sit bones. So we lift up and draw back. So really squeeze back. So extra tight. Rolling down, how slow can you go? Control it, nice and slow, all the way down. And then we switch. So we want to breathe in and breathe out. In breath and out. In breath and out. Draw the knees in. Pull yourself up to sit in position. And then we're going to take the legs up to tabletop. If you need to have your hands behind on the mat or holding on, hold on. And we're going to lift up and reach. So from here, I'm going to take in breath and out. In breath and out. In and out. In and out. In breath and up. And squeeze. It is tough. And from there, we're just going to take one leg up again, tabletop, lift and hold. I have the quad muscles are tightening up today. So if you're holding up, hold up. If not, stay in tabletop. I'm doing a lot of my legs. And squeeze extra tight, guys. Hold this position. Take the legs out, lift the chest. Good posture, chin up. Diamond legs, in breath, toes, big toes together. Out breath, lift and stretch those toes. In breath and out. Keep upper body nice and lifted, chest high, chin up. In breath and out. In breath and out. In, hold up, chest high. And from there, bring it down. Bring your feet together and give a little stretch down. So we're pushing the knees down, we're lifting the chest high. Really push, you can take the toes if you wish. Try and get the knees pushing down towards the mat, but you still lift like you're flat back. So we're now in a rounded spine. We're lifting and squeezing. And from there, we're just going to take the legs out wide. So I want you to reach up on in breath, flatten your back. On out breath, we bend both legs, twist to the side, one hand behind, we lift and we turn round and push forward from your hip. So you're going to do that in one movement. In breath, we're going to lift. Out breath, we're going to bend and twist. In breath, we're going to lift. Out breath, twist, push forward with our hip. Get that big stretch in breath, and out and twist. And bringing it back, cross the legs. Going to keep with that, but we're going to breathe in as we lift up the chest. Breathe in, side on. Breathe out, turn back. Hold, breathe. Head can be side on if you feel tension in your neck. Coming back to the front. In breath, we lift. Out breath, we twist. Keep holding. Squeeze. Coming back to the front. Dropping the head over. Pushing down on out breath with fingers or palm into the mat. On every out breath, drop down. If you want to tease your head over, fingertips just directly above the ear. And ease the head down, as long as it's a nice stretch, not pain. Taking it over, out breath, pushing down, in breath, hold, out breath, push, ease over, fingertips to draw the head over slightly. And then I'm going to drop my head forward, interlock my fingers, put them on the back, allow my elbows to close and drop. If it's too much for the neck, take the hands off, just drop your head. Bringing it up, elbows wide, out breath, push the head into your hands, and in breath, relax. Out breath, squeeze. So this is a great little strengthener for the base of your neck. It also helps to stretch a little bit into the lower sort of neck area, top of the spine. Last one, breathing out. And from here, we're going to take the hands to temples. I'm going to drop down on out breath, in breath back, out breath, squeeze. And then we're going to take the hand down, in breath, reach up, out breath, over with the chest, lifted, shoulder back, change in size, in breath and out. And a few breaths to finish. In breath, reach up, long back, out breath, big in breath and out. Last in breath and out. And thank you so much if you joined me there. Hope you enjoyed. Have a fabulous weekend, guys. Hope you have a good one. I won't be back till next week now, so hopefully I'll see you then. Any comments, put them up. Make sure to have a little drink now, and stay well and enjoy the weather, whatever it is. Have a good weekend. Bye.